And what about the recording? If you are absent, or did you all go through the recording? Are you able to understand in the recording, students? Is the recording fine? Malak, Mana, you all haven't gone through? Saima? No, recorded classes. Recording classes. I used to send the link, right? At least once you all have seen that. Okay, fine. Next. Area. Then we have diagonal. What is diagonal of a rectangle? Square root of b square. L square plus b square. Okay, next. What is perimeter of a square? Even for rhombus, perimeter is same. See, remember, write these two together. 4 into side. And area is equals to side into side. Now parallel diagonal is left. These are the three things. This entire chapter, we have only three things to find. Area, perimeter, diagonal. In area, perimeter, diagonal, we use different objects. Those plane figures are rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, and the other one is trapezium. Diagonal. Diagonal is side root 2. Make a note of this, side root 2. Yes, Shasha, were you present yesterday? Shasha online, who had joined? 4, 5, 6. Okay, what is perimeter, students? Perimeter of parallelogram. Parallelogram is similar to which one? Rectangle. So the perimeter will be same. What's the perimeter? That's 2 into L plus B. 2 into L plus B. Next, area of a parallelogram. For parallelogram, how many areas we have? 2, right? Base into height. In base into height, we have 2 base and 2 height. So that is nothing but B1 into H1. You can find area. Or you can even use B2 into H2. You can combine both. You can combine both and you'll get a formula B1 into H1 is equals to B2 into H2. Next, rhombus. Even rhombus has two formulas. What is it? Base into altitude. Altitude, right? Same like parallelogram. Base into one altitude, right? Altitude. If not, diagonal up into yes, product of the diagonals. Just go through this. Don't write anything, student. Just go through quickly. Tomorrow I'll write again. Once again, I'll write all the formulas you can write after teaching trapezium. I will just gone through all this rectangle, parallelogram. All of you will remember this. Any doubts in the formula, students? Why you multiply? What is D1, D2 side? Yeah, don't write. Respond. Completed? I mean, did you all go through this? The next trapezium. Let me erase all this. Okay, look here. A rectangle will be in the shape of, I mean, it will be like this, students. The diagram will be straight, it will not be slanting. Only the opposite sides are equal, that is rectangle. Fine. When it comes to square, all four sides are equal, the image is straight, it is not slanting. When it comes to parallelogram, it is similar to rectangle, only opposite sides are equal, parallel and equal, but the image is slanting like this. Then rhombus. For rhombus, it is same like square, all four sides are equal, but the diagram will be slanting like this. It will not be straight. This is rhombus. Okay. The opposite lines will be parallel. Do you all know what is parallel lines? Do you all know the meaning of parallel lines? Any one of you all, do you know what is parallel lines? Not equal. A parallel line, see, these are the two parallel lines, students. When we talk about parallel line, they will never intersect. How much ever I extend, are they intersecting at a point? No, right? They're not intersecting. For example, look at alphabet H. In alphabet H, there are two lines like this, right? Do they intersect? How much ever we extend, do they intersect? Do they meet one another? No, right? They don't meet one another. That is known as parallel lines. Is Amilda online? Amilda and who had joined? Shasha? Okay, look at the screen, students. Continue from this parallel line. The meaning of parallel line is two lines will be in opposite direction. They will never meet. How much ever we extend like this, they will never meet one another. For example, alphabet H or alphabet N. In N, you have a line like this. These two are known as parallel lines. Okay, they are known as parallel lines. Can you give another example? Where have you come across parallel lines? They will never intersect, students. When you're traveling on road, even roads are also used. Even road also use the concept of parallel lines. Have you seen vehicles moving in one direction, this side and this side? Hmm? Right? In the road, all the roads are like parallel, right? Roads are parallel. Yes, parallel lines. They do not intersect. The vehicles, if they try to intersect, they'll collide. They'll collide. Fine. So when you travel in a straight line, no matter how much ever distance you cover. Example is road, a straight road. No matter how much distance you cover, the two lines will never intersect. That is known as parallel lines. Okay. Opposite to parallel line is intersecting line, students. Intersecting. If a line is like this and I draw another line, do you think they are parallel or intersecting? Do they meet at a point? If I extend the line, do they meet? Let me draw a line. Yeah, red line. Which line is straight, students? Which line is straight here? Blue or red? Blue is straight. What about red? Red is not straight, right? It's not a straight line. If I extend this red line, if I extend red line like this and let blue line travel in a straight line, are they intersecting at a point? Are they meeting at a point? Therefore, blue line will be parallel line. Blue line not a parallel, it's a straight line. This red line is not straight. Therefore, these both are not straight line. They are known as intersecting lines. Intersecting. The meaning of intersect is to join. Okay, to combine. To join or combine is known as intersecting lines. These are the two important concepts to understand any geometrical figure: parallel lines and intersecting line. Can you give me an alphabet where you can see intersecting line? Which alphabet? Tell me which alphabet. What about alphabet A? Is it parallel line or intersecting line? Intersecting line. This is how you have to learn the concept, students. Just basic. Alphabet A is intersecting line. What about T? Alphabet T? Parallel or intersecting? Intersecting. They're meeting at a point, right? That is known as intersecting. And when I told you all parallel line, in H there is a parallel line. Even it has intersecting, okay? But these two are parallel lines. These two. In alphabet H, the blue lines are parallel, and this green line, when it touches that green line, it is known as intersecting. The same with alphabet I. In alphabet I, top and down, the green lines will be parallel, and when you join this, this becomes intersecting. Fine. So based on this concept, now you all tell me these four diagram, rectangle, parallelogram, square, and rhombus, do they have intersecting lines or parallel lines? Opposite lines are intersecting or parallel? All are parallel. Look at rectangle. If I extend the line, are they meeting top and down? Are they touching at a point? No, right? They don't touch. They don't intersect. Parallel line. Next. What about this? Like this, these two sides. Do you think they touch each other when I extend? No. The same goes with square, right? Opposite. Just look at the opposite lines. They don't touch. What about parallelogram? Parallel lines. It's a parallel line, right? That's the reason they're given the name parallelogram, students. Parallelogram is the main concept. Rectangle is also comes under parallelogram. But just because your questions in the textbook were like this, they started with rectangle, so even I taught rectangle first. So parallelogram is the main concept. Under parallelogram, rectangle, because the lines are parallel like this. Even for square, the lines are parallel. Even for rhombus, the lines are parallel. But for trapezium, I'll tell you, for trapezium, only one pair of parallel line. Fine. Now tell me for rectangle, how many pairs of parallel lines are there? For rectangle, how many pair? Two pairs. That is top and bottom is a parallel line. Top and bottom, parallel. What about left and right? Even they are parallel. Yeah, this symbol indicates parallel line, students. Direction. This symbol, have you all seen in the road? In the road, they put this direction like this, right? On the signals, you have seen all the signs, right? When you're traveling on road, all the signs, that is known as direction. So this parallelogram is, this symbol stands for direction, which states how much ever you extend, the lines are same. So how many parallel lines this rectangle has? How many parallel lines? Two parallel lines. What about square? Top and bottom are parallel, left and right are also parallel. Even this has two parallel. Okay, now parallelogram. Look, parallelogram, you all might think it is intersecting just because the diagram is cross. But even this is parallel line, students. Look here. If I extend this, are they touching at any point? If you keep extending, are they touching at any point? No, right? They don't touch. Even if it is slanting, they don't touch, students. So two green lines are parallel, and these two pink lines are also parallel. Okay. Even this has how many parallel lines? How many pairs of parallel? Two pair. Pair meaning is two. Yeah, pair meaning is two. So there are two pairs of parallel lines. Two pair. Even for rhombus, there are two pair. Fine. So you have the fifth quadrilateral. For now, we have studied only four quadrilateral. We have studied area and perimeter, diagonal. There is a fifth quadrilateral, which is trapezium. For all these four quadrilaterals, for all four quadrilaterals, we have two pair of parallel lines. But for trapezium, there is only one. Trapezium. The meaning of trapezium is it has only one pair of parallel lines. That is like this. This is trapezium. Tell me which is parallel line here in trapezium. I'll write it as A, B, C, D. Which one is parallel line, students? Always compare top and bottom. Do you think top and bottom are parallel lines? A, B, and C, D? Why no? Just extend. Is it touching at any point? I'm just talking about A, B, and C, D, students. So they are parallel lines? Yeah, they are parallel lines. Now, let us take AC and CB. Look, AC, what I'll do, I'll extend like this. I'll keep on moving like this. And BD, even BD in this direction. Do you think they are parallel lines or they meet at a point? Meet at a point. So this is not a parallel line. How many pairs of parallel lines are there in trapezium? Only? No, no. Pair meaning is two lines. One pair, two lines, right? Two lines. It has only one pair, AB and CD, only one pair are parallel. That is top and bottom lines. Only top and bottom lines are parallel. Okay, so look at this trapezium diagram. Trapezium. Based on this, we need to study the formulas. Look. So don't think parallelogram is similar. Parallelogram and trapezium are similar, students. Look at the way they have drawn. So don't forget these concepts. These are basic concepts. Hmm? Okay, look at parallelogram and trapezium again. The top lines and bottom lines are same like parallelogram. Even this AC students, even this line. Even this pink line is also same. But what about the other one? Let me draw a line. What about this green line? Do you think they're in the same direction? These two lines? No, right? No. So this is how trapezium is different from the other parts of the quadrilateral, other diagrams of quadrilateral. In trapezium, any one line will be in a different angle. It is actually supposed to be like this, but look at this. It is turning the other side. Okay, so you see any object, you should be able to identify which is parallelogram, rhombus. But most of the time in real world, we just come across rectangle and square, students. Okay, you take any chocolate, Cadbury's bar, Kit Kat chocolate, whatever it is, it comes in the shape of rectangle and square. And few sweets you can see in sweet stalls, you get these kind of shapes, parallelogram and rhombus sweets. Yeah. Circles also you can see, circle, all those things. Trapezium is very rare to find. Okay, but you should understand this concept, trapezium. Now formula. When it comes to formula, same perimeter, area, diagonal. And for your syllabus, for your you don't have diagonal question. Let me just teach perimeter. There is no specific formula, no perimeter. But if you want to calculate perimeter, what is perimeter? It's basically the four sides, right? You have to add AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Okay, next, when it comes to area, area is most important here. Area formula is 1 by 2 into sum of parallel lines. Sum of parallel lines multiplied by distance between them. Between distance between those parallel lines. Distance between parallel lines. Through words, it is not possible to understand. It is difficult. I'll convert into statement. Half into sum of parallel lines. What are the two parallel lines here? What are the two parallel lines? AB is one parallel line and the next one is DC. So sum of two parallel lines nothing but in bracket AB value will be given plus DC into distance between them. How do you find distance, students? In physics, did you all study? What's the shortest distance between two objects? Do you know how to find the shortest distance? You just draw a straight line, right? A straight line. In the same way, if the 2 points are here, you draw a straight line or height. So distance between any two lines or any 2 points is just a straight line. We just draw a straight line. Okay, I'll name it as x and y. Or distance between straight line is nothing but x and y for this diagram. Basically, it is height. That x and y is nothing but height. So half into sum of parallel. Only this one will be confusing. Trapezium. Okay, half into sum of parallel lines into distance between them. Fine. Make a note of this diagram and write the area formula. H stands for height. So I'll do one thing. This AB, I'll give it as X students. The value of AB, I'll give X. Value of DC, I'll give it as Y. Now, which two I have to add? Tell me which two I have to add. Sum of parallel lines. What are the parallel lines here? X and Y, right? So I have to add X plus Y into height. Distance between them. What's the alphabet I've given? So they might give any alphabet. Just remember this sum of parallel lines into the distance between them. So for trapezium, always height will be given. If not, we need to find. I'll teach you all how to find. First, copy this formula. Half into sum of parallel sides into height. Yes, completed. All of you are done. Where is that square, rectangle? See all these sides, students. This one. Along with this, add even trapezium. Don't write. I'll give all the formulas tomorrow. Okay. Rhombus, altitude. Fine. So along with this, rhombus was half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. But for trapezium, half into 1 by 2 into sum of parallel sides into h. Shall we start solving the questions? All of you are done with this? Okay. Next question. I think one rhombus question is pending. 11th question is pending, right? Rhombus 11th and 12th. Do you have 12th question? 11, 12, 13. Okay. Rhombus. Just a minute. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Fine. Then. Okay. Bye. What is given in the 11th question, student? Read the 11th one. What do we need to find? We need to find area of rhombus. Okay. Each side of which measures. This is side or what is given here? Side is given. Is it side or diagonal? Side, right? Okay. Look here. A, B, C, D. Each side. So what is rhombus, students? If one side is 20, all the sides will be 20, right? And diagonal. Diagonal, only one diagonal is given. This diagonal is 24. One diagonal is 24. Okay, there is one more concept in this. When it comes to rhombus, see, you have two diagonals like this, two diagonal. It will meet at a common point O. Okay, common point. I'll name it as A, B, C, and D. This AC, students, in AC, What's the center here? Center. What's this middle point? Isn't it O for AC? And even for DB it is O, right? Where they meet. So the value of AO will be same. If AO is 5 centimeter, OC also will be equal to 5 centimeter. Fine. Is rhombus straight or slanting? Is rhombus diagram straight or slanting? Slanting. So the diagonals will not be equal. Example, if AC is 10 centimeter, 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. BD will not be 10 centimeter. BD will be less than that, 8 centimeter. If BD is 8 centimeter, what is the distance between O to D? It should be equal. O to D will be 4 and O to B will also will be 4. Okay. Here, even here there is right angle. I don't think, did your teacher do the 11th one? Did ma'am solve 11th question? Can you just check, students, because there is a triangle concept in this. There is triangle concept and you all don't have triangles for test. Ma'am solved it. Which formula did ma'am use? Half into base into height, like this? Any formula? In one class teacher has done, because this has triangle formula, students. It has a triangle formula. Before this, what's the other question I kept pending? Fifth one, right? Yeah. Do one thing, fifth and 11th. Ask your teacher. You tell your teacher. You tell fifth and 11th question as triangle concept. Did ma'am teach any triangle concept for you? No, right? Yeah, without that, this is not possible, students. You all won't understand. That is again a separate concept. Triangle is separate. Will you ask your teacher on Wednesday and let me know? Okay. Mark this 5th and 11th and tell teacher that it has a triangle concept. Okay, tell there is triangle. If she tells it's there, I'll teach the triangle concept. Only if I teach triangle concept, you all will be able to solve this. Fine. Alia, even you ask your maths teacher, Alia. Tell that is triangle concept, and triangle concept teacher didn't teach that. Without teaching that, if they give directly, you all won't be able to solve. Keep that as pending, students. We'll do it later. Next, 12th question. Trapezium question. Trapezium. What do we need to find in a trapezium? Read this question. Area. Find area of a trapezium whose parallel sides. So just draw this diagram like this. In the working column, whose parallel sides, what are the values of parallel sides, students? No, no, parallel sides. Whose parallel sides are, what are the distance value given? 23.7. Actually, trapezium, only two pairs will be parallel. One more line will be like this. This is trapezium. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Okay. In this trapezium, do you think AB is lengthy or CD? Which is longest? AB. So that's the reason I've taken 23.7. And what about CD? What do we need to take? 16.3. Okay. The lines will be parallel, students, but they will not be equal. The distance are not equal. Fine. Parallel line values are given. And what's the other thing? What's the distance between them? That is height. How much is height given? Height is equal to 11.4. What is area formula? Half into, what are the parallel lines here? AB plus CD multiplied by H. Okay, half into, what is sum of parallel line, students? 23.7 plus 16.3 multiplied by, what is H value? H is equals to 7. Complete this. Just write, try to do it. If you want, I'll teach calculation part. So when trapezium is given, draw a trapezium, you'll have an idea. Trapezium, only two lines are parallel, diagram will be like that. Okay, I'll check. All of you will complete it. What is 23.7 plus 16.3? Okay, Amilda, are you able to solve decimals? Is Amilda online? 23, 7. 3 plus 7 plus 3 is 0, right? Then what do you get? Again, 10? 40. Don't write 40.0. Ignore this, students. 40 into 11.4. How do I write 11.4? If I remove the decimal, 14 divided by 10. See, if you'll do it like this, look how simple the calculation is, students. Remove the decimal, 114 by 10, 10 and 10 gets cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2s are. What is area? 114 into 2 is 28, and is it centimeter or meter? Centimeters. For area it is centimeter square. Is it clear? So draw the diagram, you'll have an idea, students. Trapezium, how to solve trapezium question. As soon as you read the question, figure out which diagram you have to draw. That's the reason we took almost half an hour to explain the entire concept. Okay, next question. Which one was this? 12th one was done. 13th question. Find the area of trapezium, parallel sides, and the distance. Okay, all try this. Before trying, what you'll have to check? What do you have to check? What's the important thing I told? Units. Didn't I tell you all units? Do you all think the units are same here for the 13th question? No, right? Okay. First, let me draw the diagram. For trapezium, it is always like this, students. Draw a diagram like this and name it as A, B, C, D. Fine. What are the two sides given here? Which one shall I take 2.5? AB or CD? AB, because that looks length AB, and CD is 1.3 meters. Both are meter. What is the distance between them? Height value? 80 centimeter or meter? Okay, these two as meters, but this as centimeter. It's wrong, right? You have to convert it. You have to convert centimeter into meter. What's the trick I told you to remember, student? Number of words are increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. So you divide or multiply by 100. Divide it. Very good. When you divide, what do you get? 10 and 10 gets cancelled. How do you use shifting method? For 10, how many decimals you have to place? 1. So how much is 80 centimeter? 80 centimeter is equals to 0.8 what? You have converted into meters. Is this clear? Understood? Okay, now look here. Don't write anything. I'll teach. Anyways, tomorrow I'll conduct test. Okay, so later you all can practice, students. Practice all this. See, first draw the diagram like this, and we are going to convert 80 centimeters. So mention height. Height is equals to 80 centimeter. That is equals to, if you want to convert from centimeter to meter, number of words are decreasing, so divide. If it is increasing, multiply. So 80 divided by 100. Cancel this. Use shifting method. You get 8 by 10. From the extreme right hand side, how many zeros are there in the denominator? 1 0. For 1 0, you have to move one position, left hand side or right hand side for division. Division it is left hand side. 0.8 meters. Right M. See, we have converted 0.8 meters. Now, what is area formula, students? Half into, what are some of parallel lines here? AB plus CD into H. H stands for height. So, completed. 2.5 plus 1.3 into 0.8. Don't take it as 80, it is 0.8. Most important part is units. Try to convert units. If you're not converting, your answer is definitely wrong. First add according to board mass, you have to add it, not multiply. Okay. All of you completed? What about calculation part? Calculation looks lengthy, right? Amilda, can you answer this calculation? What did you get? Just started. Why, what were you doing so long? Okay, complete. Completed. All of you draw the diagram, students. Whatever I've done, do the same thing in exam. Draw a small diagram, write the values. Okay. Yes, Amilda, till here have you completed? Half into this part? Till this, whatever I've written. Okay. Tell me, how do you add this 2.5 in plus 1.3? What do you get? 3 point? Okay. If I remove the decimal, how can I write? If I remove the decimal, 38 by, you don't know how to remove the decimal run, right? No, no. It's 3.8. Concentrate when I'm teaching, Amilda. I think you're not concentrating. Okay, what do you get? 0.8. Then how do you divide, multiply them? Which two I have to multiply? Which two things I have to multiply? Think and answer. Okay, what have I told you in multiplication? Remove the decimal and zero. Just take the numbers. What are the numbers? 38 and 8. How do you multiply this? Be quick. 8 8s are tables. How do you multiply it? 8 8s are 4. 8 3s are 24 plus 6. You get 30. So if I write 304, total how many decimal numbers are there? 1 year and 1 year, right? Very good. 2. So from this right, how many decimal numbers I have to place? 2. 1, 3, 4. There is also this left. 2 is left, right? You have to divide it by 2, Amilda. Okay. What's the answer, students? What did you all get? Okay. For division, Amilda, you can keep this. Just quickly complete this. Anyways, you have answered. Just complete this. 2 ones are 2. Remainder 1. If there is a decimal, what will you do with this point? Whenever there is point, just shift this point to the quotient. Okay, bring this 0 down. How many times it goes? 2 goes how many times in 10? 2 5s are 10. There's no remainder. Bring this 4. 2 2s are 4. What's the answer, students? All of you all got 1.52? 1.52, right? Yeah, meter square. Yes. This is how you have to solve, Amilda. Understood? You have to be quick. 1.52 meter square. In exam, Amilda, and all the students in exam, do they give you all time? 1 hour, 1.5 hour, or they just give 2 3 hours? They give limited time, right? If it is final exam, 2.5 hours. If it is 50 marks paper, 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So think about that. You shouldn't take your own time, do it slowly. Keep practicing, okay? Keep practicing. You have to be quick in calculation. 1.52 meter square answer. Okay, 1220. Next question will I'll see the next one. 1.52 meter square, the height of a trapezium of area. If one of the base is given, find the other. One of the base. Okay. Next 16th question. After 16th, that's it. Only 15 and 16 left. Fine, students. In the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which the parallel sides are 78, 52, and the non-parallel sides are 30 and 28. Find the area of trapezium. Okay, we need to find the height here. If we draw a parallel line. See, again, this one has triangle. 16th question has a triangle concept in that height. If we draw two straight lines, rectangle. No, 16th one is tough, students. Lengthy will solve that. After break will solve. It's a tough question. Height, even this is fine. What about next exercise? Do you have next one? Okay, which one, student? What's the topic? Can anyone send just the questions? Next exercise. No, even this is quadrilateral. Pentagon. Okay, pentagon. Yes, you'll just send that. How many exercises left? C and D, even you'll have D as well. Even D is also there. Okay, send both students, C and D. Any one of you'll send. Just the questions. Just send a pic. I'll see. Okay, Amilda has sent. Fine. One student has sent. I'll just check. 23 C. Okay, 23. Everything is quadrilateral. How many questions are there in this, Amilda? The one which you have cancelled is not there. 5 and 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Only 8 questions. Fine, students. 8 questions. Fine. I'll do one thing. The next two exercise will start on Monday. So Saturday I have to conduct a test. For that I'll give you all the portions. Look, profit loss discount. In profit loss discount I'll give first exercise. I'll make you all revise now. After break we'll revise. First exercise. Which one is that? Then this chapter, area and perimeter. Take down the topics, area and perimeter. In area and perimeter, what are these two exercises? 23A and 23B, students. Shall I conduct 23A and B? Both the exercise 23A and 23B. Even tomorrow I'll conduct a class. I'll make you all revise. So these are the topics. Whatever you have done so far, area, perimeter, and profit loss discount, only the first exercise. Okay, it's only the first exercise. Just make a note of this topic. See, when it comes to first exercise, let me show that profit loss discount. See, 7A. Do you all remember this? Now I'll make you all revise. Cost price, selling price, gain. All of you all were there when I taught. And yesterday, who are the students who attended? Simon attended, right? Simon and Andrea. Any doubts, students? We have done 4 questions. Do you all have any doubts in that? Okay. See, even this I'll complete now. 6, 7, 8, 9. How many questions you'll have? Only 10, right? 10 questions. Only this first exercise for test. For tomorrow's test. First exercise. 7B and 7D, 7B and 7C, I'll give it next week after revision. Okay, so 7A tomorrow, I'll give it tomorrow. Then area perimeter 23 and 24A. Sorry, 23A and 23B. Okay, so 12:25. Take 10 minutes break, students. We'll continue at 12:40, 12:35. After break, I'll teach all the trapezium. Class will be up to 1:30, 1 o'clock. What time you all joined? What time did you all join? 11:30. Okay, I'll see. Today we'll try to extend. Fine, take break, 10 minutes break. After that, we'll continue. Yes, students, shall we try the next one? All of you online? Okay, next question. Yes, respond is Amilda online, Andrea, Amilda, Saima, Alia, Amani. Okay. Shasha, Malak, Mana. What about Malak and Mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 15th question. Look at the 15th. Height of trapezium is given. See, let them give any question. First, you have to check is what kind of quadrilateral is this? Rectangle, rhombus, trapezium. What is this? It's a trapezium, right? Yes. In trapezium, we have only one formula. Which one is that? Yeah. Tell me area, right? What is area formula? Area is equals to 2 into, yes, no, yeah, AB plus CD, or you just draw a diagram like this. You can name anything. Okay, sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides. So let me write AB, C and D here. A, B, C, D. It's a trapezium question, so draw the diagram. Fine. Now read the question, student. What is given? The height of a trapezium is given. How much is height? 162. And what else is given? If one of its bases, height of a trapezium, the height of a trapezium of area. No, no, no. Height of a trapezium of area. This is area value. What is area value given? Area is 160. The height of a trapezium of area's value. So the height of trapezium is how much? Height of trapezium is 6 centimeters. Okay, height will not be 162 is too big. 6 centimeters. So area is given, height is given. Height. And what else is given? If one of the bases, how much, students? 23. Base. When we talk about base, let us take AB as 23. What do we need to find? Find the other. Find the other base. Which one will be the other base according to area formula? Which means the other one? CD. Yes. Very good. Very good. Height is 6 centimeters. Draw the diagram. We have only one formula, area. Right, area, height. AB is equals to 23. CD we need to find. CD. Okay, now if area is given, always use area formula, students. How many formulas we have in trapezium? Only one, right? Now what is area formula? Let me take 162. What is area? Look, you can write however you all want. Let me write area first. Area is equals to 1 by 2 into sum of parallel sides AB into DC into height. What is area value? Yes, in place of area 162. 1 by 2 into what is AB? 23. DC. If you multiply 23 and DC, you can write it as 23 DC into height. How much is height? 6 centimeters, right? How do you calculate this like this, students? 1 by 2 into 5 into 6. How do you calculate this? Which one can be cancelled? 2 and 6 can be cancelled. If not, in this entire equation, which is that missing value we need to find? DC. DC is given in bracket, right? So just keep the bracket as it is. What we'll do, shift this 2 to the other side. What does it become? 162. What happens to 6? Divide. Is equals to 23 into 60, right? Okay, now 23 into DC. In 23 into DC, how is 23 and DC related? How are they related? What sign is there in between them? Actually, the what I've written is wrong. Just a minute. It should be plus, right? It's to AB plus, students. It is plus. So it has to be 23 plus DC. So keep 23 plus DC as it is. First solve this, reduce, what do we get? Complete this, all of you all. Try it till here. Draw the diagram. Mute, Malak. Why are you singing songs? Malak or Mana? I think it was Mana, right? Shasha. Shasha was singing. Hi, Shasha. Sister, for Children's Day, you want to sing a song? Okay, mute the call. Complete it till here. If you want, you can sing, Shasha. You can dedicate one song to your friends, your sister. Okay. Reduce this. Use 2 times table, 3 times table, you'll get a value. 23 plus DC. All of you will complete. I'll do it in the last. I'll do the calculation. And the 23 remains as it is. I'll teach you how to calculate that next. So according to board mass, the bracket value will remain at the same place. 2 gets multiplied, 6 gets divided. Two ones are, two threes are. How many times 3 goes in this? Okay, 54. Now, how is 23 related with DC students? How are these two joined? 23 and DC. What sign is there in between? Plus, right? So 23 will go to that side and become minus. So DC, find the value, 31 centimeter. Not square. This is just side, right? You're finding side or area? Side, just the side, 31 centimeter. And don't write DC student, that is, they didn't give any diagram. You have to write the other side. The other side is 31 centimeter. And Amilda, this calculation part I'll teach you now. After the class, I'll teach you this division method. 10-15 minutes, because I'm not getting time to take class for that calculation. The other side is 31 centimeters. All of you understood this calculation part? Done? Any doubt? 31 centimeter. Yes, students, completed? Okay. Even the other question as triangle, keep even this pending. Pending in the sense I'm not going to skip. Okay. You ask your teacher. If it is there, I'll teach all next week. 16th one. The only reason is tell them there is triangle in this. 16th one has triangle. 5th one has triangle. 11th one. Make a note of these three questions. 5, 11, 16. All these three has triangle concept. If not, can you just think whether ma'am had done any concept like this in a triangle ABC? Square root of did semi-perimeter value. Semi-perimeter is A plus B plus C divided by 2. Did they teach anything like this triangle concept? S into S minus A, S minus B. No, even before midterm, nothing was taught. Yes. When did they do this? When? Before midterm? Okay, that is what I was asking students. This is only triangle. We have to use these two concepts for 7 and 16. Okay. Fine. Then I'll teach this triangle concept. We'll do the remaining 5, 11, 16. We'll do it on Monday. Okay, it's a very lengthy chapter. Fine, I'll teach that 5, 11, and 16. Only these three are tough students in this entire exercise A and B, 5, 11, 16. And in exercise A, one carpet question. Yeah, this amount, rupees question is lengthy. Apart from that, all these are fine. Rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus is done. Trapezium is also done. Fine. So even tomorrow I'll conduct a class. Evening I'll send you all the test paper. Tomorrow evening you all can do the test. Fine. Okay, another we have 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. I'll just quickly make you all revise. Profit loss discount. And this 28, 23 A and B will revise tomorrow. Okay, all this will revise tomorrow. Tomorrow morning you'll attend, will revise. Now, yeah, profit loss discount 7A. Before starting, tell me the formula, students. What do you mean by profit? Selling for more or less? Yes, what is gain? If you sell it for more price, that is gain. What are the things we have studied here in profit loss discount? We have cost price, Very good. Gain, loss, gain percent, loss percent. Yes. These are the six things you have to remember. What is gain formula? If you sell it for more, so SP minus, very good. So gain is whenever you sell it for more. If you're selling it for more, it is SP. SP minus CP. What is loss? SP. What is gain formula? And we always take CP in the denominator. Okay, we'll take CP in the denominator. Yeah, make a note of this. Or just go through whoever has written it. Don't have to write again. For loss, you take loss divided by cost price into 100. Just quickly go through this. And along with this, there's one more concept: additional cost, overhead expenses. Remember, overhead expenses, additional cost for transportation, for repair. Where do you add all this cost, students? For transportation, repair, all these extra charges, where do you add? You should add with cost price. Yes, you should add it along with cost price. Transportation charge, repair, all this should be added along with cost price. Okay, we'll try to revise at least 3 to 4 questions now. The remaining we'll revise tomorrow. Shall we try a question? All of you will remember this: gain, cost price, loss. Okay, look at the first question, students. Tell me whether it is a profit or loss. What is cost price? 750. What is selling price? So is it a profit or loss? Profit. Okay, see, you all practice later. You all write and practice later. Revision class. Usually I do it like this because we have less time. I'll just ask you profit loss formulas. I'll solve it. Okay, you can practice it later. If it is profit, what's the formula? Selling price minus CP. So you get 125. Then we need to find gain percent. What is gain percent? Gain divided by 70 in 100. Yes. 0 0 gets cancelled. See, calculation. I've taught you all this concept. You can try it later. Calculate slowly and do it later. For now, we'll quickly solve this. 16.66. You'll get it in decimal mixed fraction, right? Yeah, 25 threes are 25 fives are. Okay, 50 divided by 3. 50 divided by 3, you'll get 60. 2 by 3 as the answer. 16 2 by 3 for gain percent, you have to write percentage symbol. Fine. So cost price will be in rupees, students. Cost price, these are the units. Remember all the units. Cost price rupees. Selling price also will be in rupees. Gain also will be in rupees. But only gain percent. Gain percent will be in percentage. Okay. Don't write. Practice it later. If you all know, fine. Next. What about the first main last question? Is it a profit or loss? For how much are we buying it? Cost prices 58. Selling price. Yes, it's correct. Next, I'm not able to hear Alia answering. Is Alia online? Are you answering, Alia? Hmm? No, I'm not able to hear. Throat pain. Okay. What about Amelda? Do you remember? Tasha, Amelda, all these students. Fine. If it is a loss, use loss, students. See, decimal is tough. I'll just quickly calculate one decimal question. Loss. For loss, it is always the greater value. Cost price 75 minus 58.75 minus 51.70. 5. 7 minus 7 is 0. 7. What do we get? 7.05. Loss is 7.05. Next, if it is loss, fine, and write rupees. Rupees 7.05. Loss percent 7.05 divided by what is cost price? 58 point into 100. Both have decimal. How do you remove decimal from 7.05? After write it as 705 divided by 100. For 5875, 100. In between 100 and 5875, just put a multiplication sign. Which two gets cancelled? 100 and 100 cancel. Okay. If you're getting confused, just imagine like this, students. Imagine there are no numbers. Now tell me this calculation, which one will get cancelled? 100 and 100. That's it. 100 and 100 will get cancelled. And decimal questions will be tough. Even for exam, you'll get decimal question. So do it properly. You have 705 divided by 5875 into 100. Use 5 times table, 10 times, 5 times table and calculate. Let me see the answer. 705 into 100 divided by 5875. If you cancel everything, you'll get 12. Is it rupees or percentage? The last percent is 12%. Fine. Next. We'll just practice 4 questions. Remaining will continue tomorrow. We'll revise tomorrow. Next. Second question. Here, what are the things you have to remember, students? In cost price, selling price, in profit loss discount, you have to remember cost price, selling price, gain loss, gain percent, and loss percent. Along with that, you have to even remember number of products. How many products? If you purchase one product, how many calculations? Only one, right? If you purchase two products, how many calculations you have to show? Two calculations. Yes. Look at the second one. Ranjit purchased an Almera. How many products? Only one, Almera. For how much? For rupees? Cost price is equals to 5 to 4. And paid 127 for transportation. What do you mean by 127 for transportation? Isn't it extra amount? Extra transportation. Transportation is equals to 127. So what do you do, students? Do I consider only cost price or I need to add both? Yes. This is known as overhead expenses. So you have to add total cost price. Total cost price is 5248 plus 127. So that you get 5673. 5003. And now which cost price should I consider? 5248 or 5375? Very good. 5375. In this question, how many extra expenses were given? Only transportation was given. In other questions too, there are chances they might give transportation, they might give even repair, for example, repair 50, and tax they might give 20. So when there are three values, what you have to do? You have to add 127 plus, what are the other two? 50 plus 20. Is this clear? Did you understand overhead expense concept? Yeah, whatever value they give, just add along with CP, students. They might give two values, three values, just add it. There is echo sound. Amelda, mute the call. Mute the call, students. Cost price. Next. After he purchased, for how much did he sell? He sold it for? Okay. Compare these two, profit or loss? The profit. After that, calculate profit. Then use profit percent. What is profit percent formula? Okay. Gain by cost price. Which cost price will you all take? 5,375. 375. This 5,248. This, that's it. We don't have to use anywhere. You have to just take the main cost price total. Okay. And then even the fourth one is the same, students. You all practice that. Fourth one, not fourth, third one. Third one is also the same. And for the fourth one, how many products are there for fourth one? Two, right? Two cricket bats. Bat one and bat two. You have to show two calculation. Okay, do one thing. You'll revise all this. It is 1 o'clock. You'll revise. Tomorrow we'll continue from the fourth one. Okay, I'll make you all revise 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine. We'll revise that. Even this fifth one I kept pending, right? In the fifth one. Okay, I'll complete it. I remember it was lengthy. Fine, students. That's it for today. Any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Okay. Amilda, stay online. Amilda, stay online. Others can leave. Log in at same time tomorrow, 11:30. Log in at 11:30 on your. Yes. Bye, students. Amilda, stay online. Others can leave. Yes. Yes. I forgot. Simon and Andrea. Simon and Andrea, 7 o'clock. Same 7 o'clock, students. I'll teach that remaining rectangle and square also, right? Have to teach. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be conducting test. Fine. 7 to 8 I'll teach. What about 8? Do you have any class after 8? No? Okay, let me see it today, Andrea. It is a very simple concept. If you're able to do parallelogram and rhombus, even for triangle and rectangle, same thing. Only formulas you have to study and calculation part. It's not that tough. Which one? Okay, fine. No, you don't try that, Andrea. You don't try that. You revise trapezium. From when did you attend? From trapezium, right? From parallelogram. You revise parallelogram and trapezium. I'll teach you rectangle and square later. I'll tell you. If not, you'll. It's a very easy concept. If I don't teach the basics, you'll feel it tough. Okay, log in at 7 o'clock. Saima and Andrea. You all can leave, students. Yes, Amilda. Why are you silent, Amilda? Why are you not answering? Yes, why are you silent when others are answering? Why are you not having a headache? Not able to concentrate? Answer. Okay, you tell me whatever it is. You tell me in the beginning of the class. See, I won't be knowing, right? Okay, I won't be knowing. I'll repeatedly keep asking questions. Hmm. So if you tell me, I'll avoid asking questions. You can just concentrate and write. Okay. So now, can you attend for 15-20 minutes, or you want to leave? It's fine. Okay. Tell me what doubts you have exactly, Amel. I'll complete them. Okay. Reduce it. When numerator and denominator are given, you're not able to reduce it, right? Okay, fine. Now we'll start with very basic concept. I'll take 2 and 4. Okay. What are the factors of 2 and 4? When I talk about factors, which table? It's two tables.